Hey guys, in this video, we feature the anchors, the hosts of Oplan Asenso. They will share their wealth of experience and knowledge to all of you, for you guys to have an amazing 2020 ahead. So check this video out.
Please subscribe to Marvin Germo's channel and
hit the bell.
Right, so enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Hey guys, we're in for a treat. I'm with my favorite. Matagal ko na sila pinapangarap na makasama sa vlog na to. Ito na talaga, wala na akong papangarapin pa after this video because we have the host, the anchors of Oplan Asenso, Gerard Dela Pena and Michelle Rosa Ople.
Hooray! Grabe, iniidolo namin na si Marvin.
Hindi naman. So, this is something that I'm excited about kasi you guys have been in the air for more than 9 years already.
Right.
So many guests, so many learnings. So, ngayon, 2020, what are your tips for people who want to start businesses or who want to invest, want to make their money hard? Tapos, I'm sure you got so many learnings from it. What can you impart to all of them? Hindi nyo lang alam, guys, sobrang yaman nilang dalawa.
No, baka makidnap kami. Hindi kami mayaman. Sakto lang.
Disclaimer,
Okay.
Marvin has also been with us for the past 9 years.
Since the start of
Yeah.
Oplan Asenso, Marvin has been really instrumental in, extending the life of this show.
Yeah, and getting him to invest in the stock market.
Yes, that's one of the greatest learnings that
Yeah.
I've gained
Talaga?
from this
Wow.
show because, of course, guesting Marvin Germo from time to time, I've been really encouraged to get into stock market. Right now, I'm investing. I haven't earned a lot yet, but the most important part of this is to get started really on doing it because you may have all the knowledge that you need, but if you don't get started, baliwala yan.
Okay, eto maganda. Since you're in the journey of stock investing, I want to ask this. What's the biggest mistake that you've ever made in investing? And also, to flip that also, what was the, siguro, best trade that you've done naman so far? Guys, sobrang humble pero
Yes.
magaling talaga to.
This guy's good.
Best trade so far, hindi ko naaalala yung pinakamalaki kong kinita. Before I got this training from you, from the technical analysis training, I bought a stock of a bank. Kasi parang sabi ng friend ko, uy, okay to. E di sa ako naman bumili. Ang
Ayan.
taas-taas pa niya noon. Sobrang taas niya as in. And then, nung natuto na akong mag-technical analysis, hala, pababa siya. As in, ang laki ng baba. It started with 215 and then it went down to 115 pesos yata yun.
Okay.
And then akala ko wala na, goodbye. But I held on to it. And then based on the things that I've learned from you, like the crosses, the MAs and the ADX and the MACDs, ganyan. I've learned na, okay, bumili at this certain points. And then I waited it out until it regained the original price when I bought it. And then when it went back to that price, I gained a little. So that's one of the best trades I've made last year, 2019.
Okay.
So in terms of mistakes, siguro ang malaking mistake ko lang talaga is hindi ako nagche-check every day. At saka kung nagche-check man ako, pinangungunahan ako ng takot.
Yeah.
Kasi like for example, one of the best indicators if you really want to buy a certain stock is if, well, akin lang naman to ha, kanya-kanya naman tayong technique. If the MACDs and the ADXs have the same cross pattern. I don't want to explain it, but basta may ganun niya, may ganung X. Pag sabay siya, it's a good buy. Lagi ako naiiwanan kasi hindi ko chine-check everyday. Ayun. So, yun yung isa sa... At saka wag tamad.
Hindi, pero in general naman talaga, in any investment, to succeed in everything, you also have to put the time
Right.
into it also.
Yes.
No, to earn in something, I think there's a learning curve also, but the learning curve requires experience and also requires mistakes also.
Yes, that's right.
And ganun din naman, saying this from someone who's been investing for more than 10 years already, magkakamali ka pa rin eh.
Right.
But the goal in investing is you just have to win more than what you're losing. And ganun lang, and then you do it over and over and over and over and over. Okay, I'll get back to you. Ngayon, hinabangan ng lahat, Mrs. Ople.
Hindi, ako may learnings, my greatest learnings din talaga, and things that I actually do want to apply in 2020, and that we've also been practicing in Oplan Asenso over the past 9 years. It's really community. You want to surround yourself with people who invest. You want to surround yourself with people who walk the talk. You want to surround yourself with people who are already ahead of you so that you learn. Because the most expensive mistakes are the ones that you make. So if you already have people who have gone through that journey and who can tell you, okay, this is what you should avoid, and then you can avoid it. That would protect your money and that would protect your sanity. So it's really great to have Marvin. It's great to have Gerard.
Guys.
Ayan, it's great to have them and have to be inspired, because I'm a very risk averse investor. So most of my investments are in banks, and most of my investments are in those that fund managers will have to control for me, because I do not just have limited time to check every day. I also have a lot of fear when I look into things. So I want to invest my money in vehicles where I don't feel that fear and others can compute for me. But this year, since I am actively with Marvin and I am actively just in discussions with Gerard, who has walked the talk, I want to walk the talk. And the great thing about being with people who are investing, doing themselves, Marvin said in our earlier episode, do you. So you see how they do it, how Gerard does it, how Marvin does it, how my husband Carlo Ople does it, and I'm encouraged to find my own voice and find my own way of doing it. And I think that in 2020, I finally have the courage to do it. Like I was telling Marvin earlier, I want to invest in companies that give dividends, and I want to invest in vehicles that give dividends, because I love the concept of passive income, and not just passive that's sort of like taking it for granted, but passive where better people can handle it for me, and I can rely on fundamentals and things like that. So that's what I'm looking into. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't surrounded with people who have already been doing things their own way, so that I could find my own way and they could encourage me. Okay, if you want to do it this way, then maybe you can do this. So surround yourself with good people. So 2020, review your friends list on Facebook and see which ones there really add value.
Galing. You all know the quote that you are the average of the 5 people you are surrounded with.
So true.
Nagpapataas ako ng average ngayon, guys. Super. Hinihila nila ako pa.
Tumaas ang average ko dahil sa technical analysis knowledge from you.
Ako yung nagpapahila pa paakyat. So, in Oplan Asenso, you guested so many people already, different walks of life also. Ano yung pinaka nakita nyong traits from people who have been very, very, very successful either in business or in investing? If there's one trait that nakita nyo parang, o nga no, mayaman siya dahil ginawa niya to, tapos nakita mo rin to sa isang mayaman na tao, meron ba nag-stand out na hindi mo siya makita sa ibang tao?
Ako napansin ko dun sa mga, the successful entrepreneurs that we've guested is that they are all risk takers.
Yes.
They are willing to post losses. They are willing to get lost. They are willing to get hurt in so many ways. And then the reward is really there if you do that. If you're like that, that's what I've noticed.
To Gerard's point, the really successful people fail forward. They are afraid of failure. They don't like it, but they don't stay in it, right? So they have this perseverance that, okay, I failed now, how do I do this? That's what's missing in a lot of people who want to invest but don't. The fear and the paralysis that comes with the failure. The ones who succeed are the ones who move past that paralysis, whether they're supported by a community or they're supported by their innate strength. They just say, okay, if I'll fail today, fail tomorrow, but I will not fail the day after that, because I'd have already learned a certain number of things. So
that's right.
And we were discussing it earlier. You want to be with people who have made mistakes, so that you can go forward, so that you know that it's normal, it happens, you can move on through things. So that's what I really admire about those who succeed. They go through that journey and they go forward with that journey. They don't just say, okay, I can't do it now, I won't do it ever. They'll just say, okay, how do I do it better? And how can I teach others so that they won't repeat the same mistakes? That's what sets them even more apart. The desire to help others get to where they are. So that's the basic thing
And
that I see.
also the people who plan and the people who are able to spot trends on what will
There,
happen
yeah.
next to a
Plano.
certain industry or to a certain product or whatever. These successful people really know how to plan ahead, and how to respond to changes. Yeah, so that's really some of the admirable traits that we've learned. Not yet. I'm not yet there, but
Humble
the things
naman.
these are the things that I think we should all have. Based on the so many number of interviews that we've had in the past 9 years.
Oo, sa akin yung exponentially, kumbaga kung may tiering yan,
Yeah.
nasa tier 1 na tayo. Yung nasa highest tier,
Tier one
are the
nila.
ones who share.
Yes.
They're the ones who are so overflowing with the lessons, the mistakes, the experiences that they want to teach, that they want to give people jobs, they want to give people skills. And si Marvin has been flying in and out of this country. Ito, excess to yan.
Oy,
This guy
sobra naman.
overflows.
Sobra
This guy
naman, sobra.
overflows.
Oy, alam mo kung ano
And
yung
yun ang
pinaka
success. Yun ang success. Yung meron kang nahila.
Alam mo kung ano yung isang
Pataas.
pinaka-memorable na guesting sa atin ni Marvin? It's not about stocks, but it's about the finances on marriage.
Oy.
I remember
Honey
that.
Boy.
That was a Valentine episode before I got married in
Yes,
2017.
yes.
And the things that I've learned there are the same things that my wife and I are doing right
Yeah,
now.
kami rin ni Carlo,
Yeah.
idolo namin.
The-
Grabe naman, grabe. Hindi, parang
You know,
bumalik tayo.
you put your expenses on an Excel sheet. You
Yes.
put your investments, and you put all the money that goes in and
Right,
out of your
right.
pocket in that Excel sheet. And it's really not just convenient, but it's effective in planning your finances as well. So
Kasi journey niya talaga, it's personal,
Yes.
and it's also something that he shares with others. So, ayun, yun yung success. Yun yung
Yes.
success.
yes.
And just to, ganyan, nayatuloy ako, hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko sa
Volleyball lang
ganito
kami.
Pero before that, comment below, guys, if you're learning kasi sobrang galing nila, you can glean on so much wisdom from all of them. We're talking about failure kanina, no? And while you were talking about that, does it also pin that those who are successful, those who are good at business, parang they don't care about what other people think. Kasi a lot of people, they don't do business kasi paano kung nalugi to, ano lang sasabihin nung asawa ko, sasabihin ng mga kaibigan ko, or nag-resign ako sa trabaho ko, tapos if it doesn't do well, kailangan ko bumalik sa trabaho. Do you see that parang underlying thing about successful entrepreneurs na kahit mahirap, they slug it, kahit the odds are against them, they still push it? May nakuha ba mga kwento na ganun?
Sa akin, yung mga napapansin ko sa mga guests, namimili sila kung sino yung pakikinggan nila. Ano yung babasahin nila. Kumari, the Warren Buffetts of this world, parang ang hilig niyong basahin yung mga ganun eh. Yung mga Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
you
read.
select kung ano yung papasok sa utak mo, ano yung pakikinggan mo, ano yung susundan mo. At yun nga, again, community ulit, na alin yung mga, sige, may tama siyang sinabi na dapat kong gawin. So yung mga nag-guest namin, the ones that who are able to succeed, are the ones who are able to filter out the noise, including your own voice, including your own self that says, wag na lang.
And also,
Diba?
I also think that goes with passion. If you're really passionate on something and you wanna earn from it, you won't really notice the negative feedback
Yes,
from
yes.
other people. But because you are very passionate, let's say for example, milk tea. For example lang if you are so very very passionate about milk tea, you won't notice the people na saying na ay nakakataba yung milk tea. Ano naman? I like milk tea. I like milk tea. So yun yung napansin ko doon sa mga entrepreneurs I'm really passionate about this. So I don't care what other people will say, but I will pursue this because I believe in this idea, in this concept. Yeah. So
Yun. Saka one of the biggest questions we ask entrepreneurs and investors here, yung mga gurus, is kailan ka magle-let go? Kailan mo marirealize na mali yung pinaniwalaan mo nung una? So that's part of it, choosing the people who will tell you, tama na, hindi na it's not working So parang family has been essential to these entrepreneurs. Mentors have been essential.
Yes.
So parang kailangan merong magsabi sa'yo at na tama na, at meron din mga tutulak sa'yo
Someone to
forward.
guide you.
Very
no?
essential yon para ma-formulate nila kung ano ba talaga yung tama para sa kanila.
That's right.
The reason why I asked that question kasi I get so many messages about people who wanted to start businesses or ganun na rin, people who nag-invest sa stock market tapos nalugi, they got discouraged, tapos people around them said, yan, dapat di mo na ginawa yan, di ka sana nalugi. Or to make it super simple, YouTube na lang. People ask me about YouTube. They started a channel. May nag-comment, ang taba mo, hindi ka pwede mag-YouTube.
Ay,
And then they got discouraged. They stopped. Parang, it's also the mental toughness that when everything is not going your way. I think that's what differentiates people as well.
Oo.
Yeah.
May sinabi ka kanina na parang you'll think about why you did it, why you went into that company. You'll go back to that Ano ba yung purpose? Kasi kung hindi naman siya I think it was more on yung company, parang ba't ka pumasok sa company. Kasi kung hindi naman related doon, kung hindi naman maapektuhan yung operations ng company na yon, bakit may isipin? In the same way for you, kung hindi naman maapektuhan yung content na generate mo, for example sa YouTube, kung hindi naman maapektuhan yung talino na binabahagi mo sa mga tao na mataba ka, na hindi ka gwapo or matining yung boses mo. Yung boses pwede po yung matrain. Diba? So,
Pero yung mukha ko, wala nang magagawa sa mukha ko.
Yung mukha, yun na yun. So, tanggapin mo na, di ba? And anong sinashare mo naman sa world ay yung talino mo and yung paraan kung paano gawin to or that. Or yung passion mo. So, kung hindi naman directly tungkol doon, ba't mo siya iisipin? Di ba? Ano yung point? So, pag ganun, may nagsasabi ba na, meron magsasabi na, baka mali yung sinasabi mo, pero 1 out of 500?
One of how many,
Oo.
no?
So parang titimbangin mo rin which ones will you allow as feedback and which ones will you just filter out as noise. Yan.
Especially now in time of social media that people can easily comment on everything and leave negative feedback
Mema lang.
because of anonymity, in social media. So you just have to select which ones na papakinggan mo and which one you will accept as parang sige, I'll work on this. I'll be better on this. Yan. So
Feedback is essential, but feedback that builds on what you're trying to do.
constructive feedback.
There you go. Constructive feedback, meaning it's building, it's adding value. Everything else that doesn't make sense anyway, then huwag mo na pakinggan, di ba? Even if pamilya mo pa yun. And lalong-lalo na kung ikaw nagsasabi sa sarili mo na, hindi naman ako yan. Nako, greatest enemy is yourself.
Yes.
Galing. To put this to a close, final words of encouragement for Filipinos who want to have a better and wealthier 2020. Who wants to start?
Me, guys, please read up. There are so many books out there, especially Marvin's books. You start with book 1 of Marvin's books.
Yeah.
It's very, it's one of the most influential books that I've read in the recent past. Yung book 1 on stocks. You read, you Google everything, and then most importantly, go there and get started.
Link in the description, guys. Okay.
Yes. Sa akin, it's very, very fundamental. Just believe in yourself. I think that every person has value. So, kailangan, hanapin mo lang yon na hindi porke you're a consumer, you have consumer mentality, you cannot create, you cannot give. The best gift that you can give to everybody is you. What you really want to help people with, what you want to share. So believe in that. Believe na meron kang pwedeng i-share sa kanila. Kahit passion mo for milk tea yun, friend, maraming magsasubscribe sa'yo. Diba? Just believe in yourself and start. And again, I'll go back to community. Surround yourself with people who will believe in you on the days that you won't.
Galing. Words to live by, guys. So, totoo lang, buo na yung 2020 ko. Makasama lang sila. Pwede ko ba, if you guys got a lot of value from this, di ba sobrang ganda kung may makita ko yung YouTube channel nila. Sobrang
Soon
galing.
we will.
Ako na pressure na. It started here. The pressure started here. So, I hope you guys got a lot from this. We feature people from different walks of life sharing their stories that I hope you get something from it that will cause you to start and run very, very well this 2020. So, Marvin Germo with Gerard Dela Pena, Michelle Rosa Ople. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye!